Hello. Today, we are going to talk about Bby Goyard, the most dangerous artist. The Bby Goyard, the newest problem in the music industry. When I first heard of Bby Goyard, I was perusing asspizza's Instagram and came across one of his songs. I was immediately struck by just how wild, full, and over the top his sound was. And I knew I wanted more. The first album of his that I really dived into was Fourth Wall Part 2. And I'm not a mathematician, but if you took those numbers, simplified them, you get tooth walls. Now what does this mean? Well, it means he has an album on his hands that's gonna blow your fucking mind. All right, so you're probably wondering, why should I give a shit about Bby Goyard? Well, this is where my shit giving began for him. Upon listening to this album, I was immediately drawn in by his creative and whimsical lyricism. Now, before I really get into that, I should preface that the first couple albums I've heard of him were accompanied by DJ Smokey, who, if you remember from last year's antics, was the head of the Nuke Brigade Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells. For someone who's known for his bombastic, over-the-top, sardonic, ironic, dark music tags, such as, warning, nuking is now legal worldwide. How could someone make a project that's so cheery and whimsical and offer so much light with that contrasting darkness? I found that his high-pitched voice, when singing and also rapping, was a good foil to this dark energy magic, if you will. And it provided plenty of space to just let the project wash over you, to enjoy something new and different. I mean, it really was on some schizo shit, and I liked it. But how can I sell you on what exactly makes him so special? To lightly tackle some of the highlights on Fourth Wall Part 2, I wanted to remind everybody of the incident where people were shoving nukes up their pussy. I just shoved a nuke up my pussy. I mean, the Barbenheimer fever was real, okay? You had Margot Robbie committing Oppenheimer gynecology. And it still didn't win an Oscar. But no, the silliness of these tags and his nature, I think, is what draws me deeper to finding out what this guy's about. I mean, he's a Maryland artist. He's a good boy. He's got a lot of face tattoos. He's kind of into that conspiracy-ish world, but in a more Mason way instead of like vaccines and shit, which we're all tired of hearing about. We want to go back to the triangles with the tools, okay? Megalopolis was trying to tell us that with the, you know, we got to go back to our tools. Now, I really don't want to say too much about that project because I'd rather talk about the ones that really tickled my interest. Let's finish up the year of 2023, right? Lore Seeker comes out. The lore goes deeper than I thought. Him and DJ Smokey come out with their definitive, defining Drink Your Fucking Milkshake album. Really capitalizing on the Barbenheimer craze by releasing a track, Now I've Become Death. Destroyer of worlds and I see. Kind of a whimsical EDM in-your-face track that's about the destruction of humanity. And that juxtaposition to me is interesting. I think due to also other tracks like T-Rex 2000, that we're able to see these new flavors and layers that these artists can get into, in the sense of offering a more almost like rock and roll inspired hip hop track that's just on the beat like that, rather than your crazy EDM stuff or just like schizophrenic flavored trap beat. This one you could kind of show to the normies and get away with, and at least, you know, the ones that do too much Molly and go to music festivals could find something to like within this. The year is 2024. Operation Tree Whisper is a go. A 5-track EP, which is the most overcooked, fried, jumbled mess of sounds that I couldn't get enough of. But I will come clean. At first I was like, what the fuck? Track 1, Coconut Head. Instantly a Ned's Declassified reference right off the bat. Something for elder millennial gods to listen to, Zoomer LARPers to get a sense of, Gen Xer looker-oners to appreciate, and boomers to admire. We're moving away from DJ Smokey on this one, and we're having, who's on this? We're moving away from DJ Smokey on this one, and we're having Sean Ferrari and Ego Break. I just got jump scared. Still, we get the funny, whimsical, this song is funded by oil money. But instead now we're hearing these like crunchy JJK edit sounds of like somebody walking through fire. Like it's just like. Also, you get these little moments where later on in the tracks, on tracks like I'm Shtickin' Right Now, which is a meme, maybe, I don't know. I'm just getting these nostalgia blasts because Plankton's on the track going, you what? And it's like, in between these like TikTok clips of people saying they're shticking right now. I put the car in park, we're rocking with me Lincoln. It's just little Lincoln Log choruses and phrases like that that I feel like kind of highlights and circles what's working with Bby Goyard. He'll throw these references at you that just tickle your imagination and also the nostalgia button at the same time. For example, on the next EP he put out, Shannon Tunes, which is possibly my favorite project to come out in all of 2024, shades off so you know I'm serious, has the line in it to go so bold, tell your grandma thank you for the Farmville gift. I know you remember Farmville. I know you didn't accept my friend request on Farmville, and my gift is still waiting for you in the lobby. But to just call back Farmville like that and to paint a picture that he might be talking to this girl whom they might not even talk anymore, but he wanted to express, hey, just tell your grandma thank you for that Farmville gift. It meant a lot to me in 2011. I mean, what artist is doing that? Drake's not doing that. Drake still hasn't accepted my Farmville friend request. Track 1 of Shannon Tunes, a bloody porky pig on the cover. So, I really didn't mention this, but Bby Goyard also goes by Shannon. Now, what in the trans our kids movement is this? Well, I'll tell you what. It's called a persona. He's got rich bitch tastes. You know, he's rapping about getting in his bag. I know he's Bby Goyard, but he really do be rapping more about Telfar than anything else, which says it all. We're opening up with the Looney Tunes song, followed by a complete harsh beat switch into this ghostly Aquarius washes over you, like echoey chamber where there's a woman and him talking, where they're glad they're for each other, and then 30 seconds in, we shift the tempo, it's going fast, and we hear the motion different, we use mocap. The motion different? They're moving differently? Hideo Kojima couldn't even scan those feet. All right, if you're gonna rap about mocap and that your motion's different, like, I'm already listening, all right? Bby Goyard's gonna be in Death Stranding too. Track 2. I'm putting my phone down for the night, I'm picking my drugs up for the night. Already headphones off, all right? Taking my headphones off. That's all I need to hear. Next track. I'm up here on the rock now. I think what's really special about this album in particular is that we're doubling down on his pre-made aesthetic, similar to the XXXTentacion Look At Me, of like playing the catchiest chorus snippet at the beginning and then doing like a DJ throwback to like the beginning of the track. But he's doing that, what he's trying to say, and then you'll like expect it to be like, and he's rapping about how he feels like he's in the claw machine. He feels like he got ripped out into the song before we're really even already are familiar. Like we could probably extract from that we're living in a time where a lot of people just treat their life only. Bby Goyard's got a new album, Tastemaker, on the way. I'm very excited for it, but I think 2024 so far has been a good foray into completing and experimenting with his sound. And I'm really looking forward to whatever he has in store next. I think he's one of the most interesting artists out right now. I find him difficult to recommend only because of the super over-the-top nature and blendification of all these different sounds, and sure, maybe you have to be a little chronically online to enjoy his stuff, but I really wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, there's no other artist I can think of that's really going in this direction, you know, with your like Weekends and Playboy Cardis and all your other popular artists are more concerned with, I would say, maybe more traditional ways of pushing the envelope forward. But with Bby Goyard, you never know what you're gonna get. And if there's anything I love, it's a good surprise. So stay tuned, stay Shannon. Fortune favors the vain.